Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your second stimulus check update and news report for Monday, November 16th. I hope everyone's having a great day so far. Now, Senator Chuck Schumer just slammed Mitch McConnell at a press conference. Schumer blamed McConnell for not putting the HEROES Act on the Senate floor. And in regards to our second stimulus check, both sides are making progress. But the Republicans and Democrats have not agreed to much of anything. So before we get started, be sure to subscribe to my channel, click the notifications bell, and let's get this video to 1,000 likes to show Congress that we need more stimulus checks. Now first, I want everyone to take a look at what Senator Chuck Schumer just said about Mitch McConnell during a press conference.
We are urging Senator McConnell to move forward on COVID relief quickly and pass the HEROES Act, the Compromise HEROES Act, which passed the House already. New York and America desperately need funds to distribute vaccines. We desperately need funds for treatment and tracing. We desperately need funds for our state and local governments so there won't be hundreds of thousands of layoffs of vital workers like bus drivers and people who pick up the garbage. We desperately need funds to open up our schools safely. We desperately need funds to prevent people from being evicted when they've lost their income through no fault of their own because of COVID. We need money to feed hungry kids. We need money to help our restaurants reopen and our independent venues to reopen. All of that simply awaits Mitch McConnell putting the HEROES Act on the floor, and I believe it will pass. So now that the election is over, we are pleading with McConnell. Don't hold the HEROES Act hostage. Put it on the floor. New York desperately needs the money, and we need it now. America desperately needs the money, and we need it now as well.
Okay everybody, that's what Senator Chuck Schumer said about our current second stimulus. He wants Mitch McConnell to put the HEROES Act on the Senate floor for a vote, and he believes that it will be passed. Senator Chuck Schumer also tweeted on Twitter, "To Senate Republicans, the election is over. Donald Trump lost. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris will be the next president and vice president of the United States. We must focus on COVID. The Senate must pass the HEROES Act now." Schumer then tweeted again, "It is long past time for the Senate to pass the HEROES Act." Meanwhile, Mitch McConnell tweeted on Twitter, "Months ago, skeptics dismissed Donald Trump's aggressive timelines for vaccines. But our scientists are making history with a huge assist from Operation Warp Speed. It sped up research and laid groundwork for fast distribution once the vaccine is confirmed safe and effective." 4 days ago, Leader McConnell tweeted out, "It is sad to see leading Democrats, including some governors, treat the vaccine news like a mixed blessing because it occurred under Republican administration. Some things must be bigger than politics. Leaders should be cheering us on, not basically undermining science." So there we have it. Mitch McConnell is not even addressing the current stimulus situation or the current issue that no stimulus has been approved. Meanwhile, Chuck Schumer is just repeatedly calling out Senate Republicans and Senate Leader Mitch McConnell for not doing enough. Now, what do you think is going on, folks? Why hasn't Congress done anything to pass more stimulus relief? And although Leader McConnell needs to be partly blamed for the current situation, he's not the only one that needs to be held accountable, because Speaker Pelosi has continuously rejected any Republican stimulus offer. Trump and the White House offered a $1.9 trillion stimulus relief package to Speaker Pelosi, but she declined their offer and told them that it basically was not enough for the American people. Who do you think is to blame for holding back our second stimulus check? Is it the Democrats, the Republicans, or should both parties be held accountable? Tell me who you think is to blame in the comments down below. Now, as you know, Senator Chuck Schumer is pushing for the approval of the HEROES Act, a $2.2 trillion stimulus bill. CBS News reports that this is a revised House Democrat stimulus bill. The new bill will restore $600 in extra weekly jobless benefits, which until expiring in July, provided a lifeline to tens of millions of adults who lost their jobs when the pandemic crippled the economy in March. Now, if the HEROES Act were to be passed, here's who would get the stimulus check. Individual taxpayers with incomes of up to $75,000 would receive $1,200. Married taxpayers with incomes of up to $150,000 would receive $2,400. CBS News also reports that an additional $500 will be given for each dependent. And it would also include spending on other programs designed to help families, such as a proposal to spend $225 billion for education and $57 billion on childcare. Overall, this sounds like a great bill for the Republicans and Democrats to agree upon. Now, do you think that Mitch McConnell will approve the $2.2 trillion HEROES Act? Leave your comments down below. Now, many Americans are asking, what's the timeline to deliver a stimulus check after it gets approved? Well, AS News reports that the good news is that if a bill does get passed and that bill has stimulus checks in it, the system's already in place with the IRS that will make the whole process run a lot quicker than the first time. Back in August, Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin said it would take about a week to process the first payment. He said, "I can get out 50 million payments really quickly, a lot of it into people's direct accounts." AS News goes on to say that the earliest possible scenario looks like this. If the president signs the bill into law on December 13th, the first direct deposits will be issued the week of December 28th. The first paper checks will be sent out the week of January 11th, and finally EIP cards the week of February 8th. The next possible date for the president to sign a bill following mid-December would be on February 3rd. The direct deposits will come the week of February 8th, paper checks on February 16th, and then the EIP cards trailing on March 15th. It's important to note that the IRS does not have the capacity to send all checks at the same time. So far, they've sent 160 million of them from the first stimulus bill, and some people are still waiting. By the way, if you have not received your first stimulus check, then be sure to log on to the IRS website or contact the IRS, because 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on November 21st is the last day to apply for your first stimulus check. So once again, if you did not receive your first stimulus check, then be sure to apply on the IRS website. Now in regards to our current election, according to The Hill, Senator Lindsey Graham denies pressuring top Georgia election officials to throw out some ballots. Senate Judiciary Committee Chairman Lindsey Graham is denying that he put any pressure on Georgia's Secretary of State to exclude some mail-in ballots as the state undergoes a full recount on this month's presidential election. Georgia's Secretary of State told the Washington Post in an interview that Graham questioned whether election officials in Georgia had the power to throw out all mail-in ballots in counties with higher rates of signature discrepancies. He then told the Post that he was stunned and doesn't have the power to throw out ballots. In response, Graham stated, "It sure looked like he was wanting to go down that road." Lindsey Graham on Monday evening said he was merely inquiring about the process and certainly did not intend to threaten Georgia's Secretary of State. "I'm asking him to explain to me the system," Graham said. "If you send in a mail-in ballot to a county, a single person verifies the signature against what's in the database," he said. "They don't mail out ballots. You got to actually request one." So they expanded mail-in voting, and that's how you verify the signature. And how you verify the signature, to me, is the big issue of mail-in voting. Now tell me in the comments below, do you agree with Senator Lindsey Graham that mail-in ballots are potentially dangerous and fraudulent to our election? With that being said, that is all the news in today's video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, click the notifications bell, and let's get this video to 1,000 likes to show Congress that we need more stimulus checks. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, have a great day.